Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Starting on the mound in this one, David Peterson. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Fouled off left side. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Peterson with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Azokar puts it away for the out, and there's one down. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves.
Left fielder,
all right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jurickson Profar in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one drilled left field. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Acuna with a homer in his last game. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Profar, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Austin Riley at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Braves strand 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi Field. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Spencer Strider. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swings and misses. Gassed it right by him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
So digging in, Jose Azocar. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Strider, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Juan Soto now entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. On the inside corner for a strike. Albies working through some struggles lately. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Fastball for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Matt Olson stands in now and watches strike 1. Peterson. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Here's the pitch to Olson. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Now it's the DH, David Fry. Fastball is outside.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
And it's fouled away. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put
another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And we're back. Here's Pete Alonso.
For the Mets, first baseman Pete Alonso.
Strider back to work.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Foul ball there.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself. Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And
this one's fair down the line and left. And it's going to be extra bases. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
1 out, runner at second. Jeff McNeil stands in. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Riley puts it away. 2 away now. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 2 hits in the game last night. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 strike.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Slider right there. Allen playing up the middle at short. 26 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One now. Swing and a ground ball, and he handles it himself for the out.
Batting ninth, catcher Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page
Now
right
batting,
now.
center fielder Michael Harris II.
Back to the top of the lineup, Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves, around first, heading for two. And he'll pull into second with two gone.
Well, a swing like that
Now
can
batting,
help you
left
come out of
fielder
the struggle.
Jackson
We saw the numbers
Profar.
coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, two down. Jurickson Profar. Next up for the Braves, delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hammered, base hit, headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. Now around second, going for third.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. He got that front foot down and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So a runner at third, two outs. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
And here it comes. Swing and a foul out of play. Profar at third with two away. Acuna lines one to left. Stretches out and holds it in. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens,
Leading
set for the
off
bottom
for
of the
Mets,
third. Here's Jesse
designated
Winker.
hitter, Jesse Winker.
With some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Ripped to short. And Winker is set down.
Fastball groove right down the middle.
Batting
Usually a
ninth,
lot of damage
center
done with that
fielder,
pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get
Taylor.
that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And there are two outs.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Francisco
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Three-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Lindor with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swing and a miss.
One ball.
Two outs,
strikes.
base is empty. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for
And
Atlanta,
now
third
Austin
baseman,
Riley.
Austin Riley.
Singing you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman
Ozzie
Ozzie
Albies
Albies.
up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And there's the strike.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And ball 1. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. He beats the throw, and they come away without an out.
That's a good job right there.
First baseman.
You get 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
First and second, no outs. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's the strike.
0-1.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. David Fry next up for the Braves. His first at bat was a strikeout. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, that's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Taylor makes the grab. 1 down. Nick Allen next up for the Braves.
Shortstop Nick Allen.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4. 0-2 now as he swings through it. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom 4,
Leading
and stepping in for New York, Jose Azocar.
Left fielder, Jose Azocar.
fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Juan Soto, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swings through that.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one not close. 1-0. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fought off foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. Peterson back to work. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. In there at the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
And they'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Out towards right center field. Soto going after it. But the second baseman calls him off. One away.
Now
that's a really nice play,
Jurickson
ranging back into the
Profar.
outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor whips it to first. Profar is out.
Well, he's doing a nice
Now
job
batting,
of keeping
right
the ball
fielder,
out of the
Ronald
air. Lets the
Acuna
defense work
Jr.
behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
In the air, right field. Soto really on his horse for it. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check out the
off
latest
for the
news
Mets,
from around the league.
third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Strike one.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, right now he's in cruise control,
Now
autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at-bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fastball for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
The Mets trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. That to right. Acuna there. Corrals it. And that will end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Austin Riley. And a foul ball.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 1 for 2. Albies, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a native of Curacao. Azokar under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one a little below the knees. And the count now 2-0. On the ground. And he can't come up with it.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, David Fry. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. 1 left for Atlanta. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Swings through that one for strike one.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Now here is Tyrone Taylor. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that
now
total.
Batting,
and pitchers are looking to
Francisco
have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Harris after it. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And here is Nick Allen.
Now pitching
Frankie Montas will take over here.
Number 47.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
So here's Murphy now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away. Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
On the ground, right side, McNeil fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Jose Azocar.
Left fielder, Jose Azocar.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Strider deals. Right side, Albies tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Soto in the box again, takes a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer appears to be getting loose. Jimenez also throwing.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop 3rd strike.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Pete Alonso. Up now for the Mets. Alonso hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. It's softly on the ground left side. Throw on to Olsen, and that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Braves. ready to begin the
Leading
eighth.
off for the
Profar
Braves,
climbs in on that left
fielder,
side.
Jurickson Profar.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one missed. Next offering is in the dirt. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Take your base.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here is Austin Riley, 1 for 3. That misses. Ball one.
1-0.
Profar leads off first with one away. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Late with the swing there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man at first, one away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is off the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. Ball one there.
No strike.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Drilled in the air towards right center field. And that'll do it. Albies with the key hit for Atlanta. It's now 3-0. This is Mets Baseball on the Show, NYC. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Aaron Bummer.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
The
Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
In there at the knees. That's strike 2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And that one is inside. Next offering is fouled back. Out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And the batter now Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco
2 in this one. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out. And strike one to the catcher.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
0-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Jesse Winker.
Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. He's grounded out a couple of times. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bomber deals. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one to first, Olsen. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Queens, we go to the 9th, and now it's going to be David Fry. Montas back to work. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first, and he held up. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. That one fouled off. The 2-1. Hot shot to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Man at first, nobody out. And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1. Fry gets his lead at first with nobody out. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Feeds to second, out there. Over to Alonso, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Murphy in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's Profar now. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. 2 left on, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for Atlanta.
And we're back. So
Number
bottom 52.
Of the ninth,
and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Swung on, belted. Harris racing after it. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
That one the other way. Could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
He was all over that one. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Really important guy coming up now.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Brandon Nimmo. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
No outs, runner at first. And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that is cut on and missed. That is strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the dirt, runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. One-run game, bottom 9. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
2 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Pinch hitter coming on. Mark Vientos, a critical at bat in this game for him.
Mark Vientos.
Grounds one to short. Allen. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, there was no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.